G'day everyone. I was just filling out this survey, almost got to the end, and I thought, I wonder how everyone else is filling out the survey. If your thoughts are similar to mine, given my experience for the City of Eterna, and maybe comment down below if you disagree with any of my points, and I wonder if any of this will even be read by developers. So the top is just generic about you. Which type of games do you enjoy? I enjoy ARPGs, simulation, puzzles on the phone, RPGs. Everyone played WoW for years, I'm sure. Sandbox, FPS, and strategy. I love Civ games and simulation games and ARPGs. Have everyone's watched the trailer, haven't they? I don't know why that's even there. I do tend to spend a bit of money. Overall rating of the current version, Season 4 is probably for me the second best season that we've had. Season 2 being the best, Season 4 being the second best. Although the league mechanic for Season 4 is, in my opinion, the best league mechanic they've had. What factors influenced? Loot experience, purely from the vast amount of flame elementium that's dropping. This is offset by some things later on in the what are we doing? Survey. So loot experience, smooth progression. I like that they broke up 7 into 7-1-7-2, 8-1, 8-2, 8-3, 8-4, 8-3. 8-2 is kind of like tier 7 previously, where it was pretty hard, and then 8-3 smashes your face in, and 8-4 decimates you. So it's a better progression rather than like last season. You would get to tier 7, you'd be doing it, you'd get into tier 8, and you would just get absolutely fucking decimated. So I like that it's a progression now through those later tiers. Which hero did you use? Yeah, I used Iris the most. I started with charge calling, but then I jumped on the new character bandwagon. Hero trait, I put 5 stars because I played it, it's overpowered, and I like smashing the shit out of things and collecting loot. What's your rating of the combat experience? 4 out of 5, could be better. Smooth control, strong impact, good battle sound effects. The sound effects of Iris explosions constantly are quite good, and they fit the ice theme. So rating of build experience, Iris build is just all additional damage, and it's overpowered as hell. Oops. Yep, cool. So it's not really that interesting because you just stack everything additional damage and cooldown reduction. I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. I didn't like it as much as Season 2. What is your rating for loot experience? 3 out of 5. That doesn't really match before. However, other, mostly great. League mechanic is excellent. The problem is past leagues. The boss keys, edicts are the only one that drop relatively okay, and that's why they're 6 flame elementium each. However, the other ones, I've had a single desire record drop this season. So clearly they don't drop nearly often enough, and that's why they are 100 flame elementium per key. They're dropping down to 80 now, which is still insane, which causes the unique slates, legendary slates, to be 2,500 flame elementium each. And that's unobtainable for some players. 2,500 FE compared to, like, it's easier to get flame elementium now, but if the slates were like 500 flame elementium for the good ones, I just did a 3-day test. and got 2500 flame elementium, 3 days for a single item. Whereas if they were 500 each, I could get that item and then I could try and craft a couple more really epic pieces. So I would rather and also you have to be super rich to be able to do a farming strategy where the keys are 100 FE each. I could do 25 of this and hope that I get a 2500 thing, and then someone's got that to spend on it as well. So I really wish that they would put more effort into the past leagues. So like next league, when we have the City of Eterna key drop, it's going to cost, is it going to cost 50 FE for the key? Like City of Eterna might drop you 50 or 100 flame elementium, but getting the key, like the soul candles, pretty whatever. You can't trade them. So I'm worried about future leagues and just the mess that it's going to create by just having all these extra keys, and it's just going to cost a shitload. So I think they need to work on previous leagues' keys. Overall crafting system, appropriate crafting costs, 10 flame sand for the first one, 20 for the second one, is good. Good crafting base drops, couple of tier 1s sometimes drop. My biggest thing is I don't think plasticity should exist, because you get the 2 tier 1s that you need after a lot of effort. It's not just, 5 or 6 rolls and you get 2 tier 1s. However, if plasticity didn't exist, then you could roll your 2 tier 1s and then you're still randomly rolling at a large cost of 40 flame sand per hit, and you're trying to get the 3 extra mods. So sometimes you'll get your 2 tier 1s, and then you roll 100, 150 of the plasticity, and you won't get 3 decent other mods, or even 1 extra decent other mod that you can gamba up to the 2 tier 0s and 1 tier 1. So I think plasticity should just be removed. Have it so you can upgrade 2 tier 1 affixes to tier 0, and just be done with plasticity. It's had 2 seasons and it's ruining the experience for a lot of people, in my opinion. Which is basically what the rest of that says. What is your overall skill design? As I said before, interesting how the Iris minions explode. I like the UI. I like the UI on phone. Getting stuck on walls sucks. I don't know if that's UI, but it's whatever. Story, is there one? Really? I've played every season. The league stories are often low effort because they're there for 1 season, 3 months. Why would a dev put in a lot of effort into a story that's going to be there for 3 months and no one's really going to read it anyway? I don't play ARPGs for the story. That's just me. You may differ. You may think that the story's great, but I don't play ARPGs for the story. What is your rating of the stage design? Very thin levels means Leap Slam gets stuck on every wall. Sometimes you'll be jumping and you just be stuck on a tiny little corner. I wish it was smooth like some other games, so you hit a corner and you just, you slide along it and you go around the corner. Then you can keep going. It's my opinion. If you don't like it, I don't care. Actually need to change this. I misread the question. What is your rating of the Netherrealm card system? I actually think it's quite bad. Just because you have to do 6 maps sometimes with 3 options that are garbage. Weak strategic, maybe. Other of when you get dealt a bad hand. I mean, if you have to spend 50 Netherrealm Resonance to reset your 3 offerings, that's at least 2 Flame Elementium, and you might get a crap one again. I mean, it's 2 Flame Elementium. I'd rather spend 10 or 20 Flame Elementium to get a decent card set to run, rather than got a machines, got a machines, got a might. I don't want to run that shit. If I'm farming for Black Sail, I want a Black Sail option up there. I'd rather just re-roll than do 6 maps to reset that. There's a lot of shit legendaries. So, and Cuba Rapacity, the options just spending all that time to roll the cube to get a garbage item that's not even going to show up on the it's just a massive time sink, waste of time. Cube Rapacity is great until you get to the cube. The cube is the worst part. Anywho. New progression system of the Soul Candle. I just don't like it, really. With crafting, they show you the probabilities, etc. But when you're combining the soul candles, there's no. So you'll have 3 on the left, 3 on the right. There's no real explanation other than the word garbage down the bottom. I think if you had +2 cold minions on the left and +2 minions on the right, if you click on that, it should give you a probability, as they do in their crafting, of your success chance. Even if it says you have a 50% chance to get the 2 curse skill effects combining, then you have a 25% chance of whatever the next 2, or 30% chance of the one on the right, 20% chance of the one on the left to be on the final thing, and then the +2/+2 has a 1.75% chance of being on there. You know, it's something like that. Whereas at the moment it just seems like a very low effort attempt. What's your overall rating of the current season exclusive gameplay? It's easy to understand. The rewards are great. Everything's really good, except sometimes your RNG of the... I'm just going to say Tetris because that's what the shapes are. Sometimes you just get, oops, ones that are absolute garbage. But I do love the system. I just wish it was tweaked a little bit more. Season boss. I didn't really do the boss much at all. When I was doing it on the boom modo, I had to get quite close for the minions to go and attack because my aggressiveness wasn't high enough. And that move where he just swings his paintbrush or whatever he's got around, there was no audio cue, so it would just one-tap me constantly, which annoyed the absolute shit out of me. So that's my main drawback for that. just going to read these last few questions and I'll be back. Alrighty, we're up to the max out question. How do I define max out, which to me is what I want to achieve in any given season. I want to experience all the content, not just of the new version, but of all the previous versions as well with the current setup, which I've just explained as being able to farm any content in the game. This is unachievable for a lot of people due to the bad drop rates of past league keys. Next question is, which do you think is the most attractive previous gameplay in the current version? I've put Black Sail. Cuba Opacity is absolute garbage. They nerfed the absolute shit out of the Malice Incarnations. Spawning, used to be able to get 3 or 4 of them spawn. I've not seen that a single time this season, which was great because they were a boss mob. So you could trigger your 6% chance to get a rank 5 plus beacon on them if they were the previous league versions. But they nerfed the absolute shit out of that and made Cuba Opacity garbage. The Cube store is utter shit now. They ruined Cuba Opacity. Just quietly. Dark Surge is still good. I like Dark Surge. I like Black Sail. But Cube sucks. That's what I put. Would you continue playing? Of course. I've played every season of Torchlight. Season 3 sucked and I still played it. But yeah. And I would recommend Torchlight Infinite to my friends because Season 4 is strong. I recommended this game to a lot of people for Season 1, Season 2, and I've recommended it for Season 4. I did not recommend it for Season 3 as it sucked. Do you have any additional feedback? I have put in dot points, increase the drop rate of boss keys for previous seasons. This is just a generic one for their boss encounters. Even previous seasons like Black Sail, the boss encounter didn't get really harder for the 3 different stages. The HP just was timed by 100 or something for each one, so it just took forever, and that to me is not exciting. That's just lazy. Plasticity needs to be removed. Leave in the cost to upgrade to Tier 1 and Tier 0. Limit Tier 0 from prototypes to 2 crafts per item. I think that would allow you to have your 2 Tier 0, 1 Tier 1 base before you go into target crafting. And I think that would be a pretty reasonable thing. So you're not gambling on the Tier 1, 2 Tier 1 and getting your other 3 affixes. It's a high cost at that point anyway, so you should be able to spam it and get a decent base before the real RNG of target crafting starts. And a final thing, I think they should offer rank 5 beacons now that there's 5 plus from the trader. Maybe limit the number that you can buy per day to maybe 5 for each zone, and keep rank 5 plus beacons as the chase map drop. And that's what I have for my survey for Season 4. Let me know in the comments how your opinion differs from mine. But I have had a lot of fun so far this season, and I'll continue to play and make videos as people are still watching. I'm getting a lot less views now, but I feel like the people that are watching my videos are staying for the duration of the video and enjoying the content. Anyway, that's what I've got. Thanks very much for watching, and let me know in the comments how your opinion differs from mine. Thanks.